Hey, how are you guys doing? So, sorry for not uploading for like about 2 weeks. I pretty much just, went all downhill. I lost my funded account. I lost like 5 evals, 6 evals. It's been a hard day for me, or a hard week in general. I started off the month pretty strong. I started up being unfunded right away as soon as October started. Had a good account. I was up 1,200, like 1,700, and I blew that account, and then I got funded immediately again because I passed it in the next week. And that account as well, I was up 2,500. I was 1 day away from a payout pretty much, and I pretty much secured the payout. But I did get a little bit greedy, which pretty much caused me to revenge trade and lose the whole account in that specific day, which was quite unfortunate because that was the day where I could have got a payout and secured, $1,000, which is not life-changing money. And I had to, put this inside my head that no matter how much a payout is, it won't change my life. No matter what amount it is, could be 10,000, it still won't change my life. It could be 20,000, it won't change my life. 30,000. The only thing is that we need to be consistent with it, and I cannot crash out. I cannot risk. I cannot lose. I cannot, have, you know, all these hopes for me um continuing this on the long term if I keep doing this, because every account I lose is progress. It's time just flushed down the window or the toilet. And that's one of the most annoying things that I have suffered through, mentally and trading. It's one of the most difficult things in my opinion that I have encountered and that I've still not, fully gone through and, accepted uh, with my losses. But like I said, this week we did start fresh. We started new, and we're trying to start clean again. Price action has been pretty horrible, and like I said, I need to return back to my old trading ways, how I was trading when I got evals, or I mean funded really quick and with precise entries and with patience, because trading is all patience. If you don't have patience, you will never succeed. If you don't have you know the will to just not trade on specific days and just say, no, I'm not gonna trade and I'm gonna stay off the charts, then that's when you know that you will be, rewarded in the long run. And for me, like I said, try to rush the process. Why? I don't know. I was just dumb. And like I said, I'm gonna stop doing that. I have uh this eval that I'm working on currently, so hopefully we don't blow this up, and I'm not gonna be scared to take the trades that I see. For example, uh, today is Tuesday, the 28th on October, and we did take a few trades. But first of all, price action. Look at this. This whole 2 weeks after we took all-time highs, it's been horrible, pricey, choppy, and the one thing I did learn from this is always wait for a liquidity sweep in this type of practice action, because the price is most likely to go higher. And I tried a short last week. That's how I lost my account. And that's how I kept blowing it up, because I just kept looking for shorts, 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 shorts. Why? I don't know why. We were on a hard time frame alignment where we will just keep going up. As you can see over here, I was shorting for no reason. Uh, I tried to short, 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 short all these 5 days, and obviously that didn't work. 4 hour tells the story. Every close tells the story. Boom, we go higher. Close above, go higher. Boom. Only thing that we're gonna do is retrace and go higher. Why? Because there's no imbalances that we need to reject off. There's nothing crazy that is gonna confirm my bias to go lower. Obviously, it's bound to go lower once it takes highs, but it's not highly probable if there's nothing there. There always has to be context behind everything, which is why I feel like longs, I should have focused on longs the whole time and even now. So, for example, consolidating, horrible price action. I wanted to see us take out New York AM low, which we did. As you can see, we took out low. New York AM low was on this white line, and I did want to see us have a good reaction. But as you can see, I did enter over here. This was my original entry, and I did get out of here for a $50 loss because we were just consolidating, and we also were rejecting this 15-minute FEG, which I was like, okay, we're consolidating. I'm gonna wait for us to manipulate a low and then go higher. As you can see, NQ took out this low, and ES also took out the low. Same thing, forming SMT, and I just waited for some structure. Um, I originally was gonna get in, like I said over here, this 3 minute inverse, or not inverse, sorry, CSD. But at the same time, if we look back, I was like, yeah, I don't feel that confident because look at the market. It's horrible. Look at this 5 minute. This is the 5 minute. 5 minute is horrible. 15 minute, I could see us get this confirmation after we got this close over here. I wanted us to see that inverse, this 15 minute originally, and good thing I did because as you can see, well, first of all, let me explain this. So I got out of this long because, like I said, price action was horrible. Price TP hit. Quite unfortunate. I would have been up 1500 on the day. This is the only loss I took because I actually did exit out over here, which is kind of funny and it's kind of sad because I put my stop over here as soon as we closed and inverted this because I was like, yeah, I think we're gonna go lower to be honest. And I put my stop there. I got stopped out there, and guess what? It went back up and hit my TP. As you can see, I would have been up $1,500 in a day, but hey, I was like, fuck, man, whatever. I went to ES and I was like, okay, we took out these lows on PM. We rebalanced this 1 minute. Boom. We have an SMT with ES. So I'm going to take this 1 minute inverse. As you can see, I took this perfectly. I was only down $50 max. Not even $50. I think it was down to $25 max with two minis on ES. And 3 minutes later, it hit TP immediately. As you can see, I got filled all the way up here. So that was pretty beautiful trade. I made about $750 on the day because I was down $300 originally. So, not a bad day. I'll take it because, that's my setup. I told you guys I like, no matter the conditions, oh, well, obviously the conditions matter, but I want to feel confident when I get in a trade. This trade met all my conditions. Swept, manipulated this low, gave me some confirmation the higher time frame. But the one bad thing is that I did not feel confident because of the price action. It looked horrible. Yes, yes, I could have stayed in it and followed my plan and stayed disciplined with the entry, but I just couldn't to do it because price action of today. And can you really blame me? I don't know. What do you guys think? Can you blame me for getting out of the trade really early, even though it hit and did everything I wanted to? I don't know. That's my opinion. I got out of it, and I'm not entirely mad. I didn't even crash out, like I said, because I did expect us to, reach that with ES because ES was pretty much the lagging pair, and I knew we had to, eventually, sorry, reach back up in this area. And I saw also on big book maps that we had a lot of liquidity resting up here, so I was like, okay, I think this is a good enough trade. So I took it. Beautiful trade. Pretty much no drawdown. Same thing over here. It was a pretty good trade. I don't know what happened here, but same thing with other every other day. Consolidating. Yesterday was horrible. Same thing. No trades here. Break even today. I mean for yesterday, sorry. But yeah, guys, let me know how you guys been doing. Like I said, I blew up a 5 evals, 6 evals, and it doesn't feel good. And I need to take my time, and I need to, just strike when the opportunity is given. And I have to keep telling myself that because I just keep gambling. I'm gambling at this point. I lost 6 evals. Who loses 7 evals, 6 to 7 evals in a week? I have not personally, me, I have never done that since I started trading. I maybe lost like 2 or 3, and but I've never bought like an EVA as soon as I lost it, and that's what I've been doing last week. I bought like 2 as soon as I like got liquidated. I was like, fuck this. I'm gonna revenge trade. I'm gonna get my money back. I'm gonna try to pass this in 2 days. But like I said, there's no reason for me to rush even trying to get funded because no matter what, that won't change my life. It won't, be one of those catalysts that, just breaks through my personal ceiling, which obviously it will, but it won't be as much as that because obviously I have to be consistent over time, not in one day, not in 1 month, not in two. It's all about how I trade every single month for a long time because that's what traders are gonna do. And that's what we need to do as traders, be consistent over time so we can make this our full-time thing. And I can't, like I said, I can't risk losing an account again because it's just losing money at this point. But yeah, let me know how you guys did, if you guys took a win or a loss, and I'll keep you guys updated. Like I said, I am streaming always on TikTok, at Chris Trades NY on TikTok. So follow me on there, And I always stream at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. If you have any questions, like I said, I'll ask. And hey, I'll see you guys till then. But that's it for me. Little life update. Boom. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.